Yo, what's good, basketball head? It's your boy Crush. So Stephen A. Smith had this to say about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. When you see stuff up close and when you talk to players, it's a different animal. And listen, everybody universally respects LeBron, one of the greatest ever. They feared Jordan, bro. Feared. They were scared. And then when you think about it, throughout LeBron's tenure, there's always been a debate as to who was his peer. Was it Kobe or was it Kevin Durant? I think he eclipsed them. He answered the call, but there was always the question. Tell me one time in MJ's career when it was even a question. And that's a fact. When have you ever said, who is better than MJ or who is his peer? Never, because MJ was always the best player in his era. I'm talking about 90s basketball. Once MJ took over, he was always the best player. He was unequivocally the best player on the team and in the sports of basketball. There was no debate of who is better than MJ. Is it this player? Is it that player? Who's the best player this year? You never had that debate because MJ was unequivocally the best player in basketball. And that's the difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James. How many players won on LeBron's watch? Multiple. Steph Curry won on LeBron's watch. Kevin Durant won on LeBron's watch. Kobe won on LeBron's watch. Dirk Nowitzki won on LeBron's watch. There are so many players that won on LeBron's watch when he was considered the guy. You can't say that for MJ. Once MJ started winning championships, nobody ate. Hakeem Olajuwon ate twice, and that was because MJ left the sports and came back. But when MJ was there, nobody ate. Period. Or there was no comparison of who's the best player. You never had that. It was undeniable. Michael Jordan is the greatest player in basketball when he was playing. He was the best player in the sports. With LeBron, there's always an argument. Is it Steph Curry? Is it Kevin Durant? Is it Kobe Bryant? There was always an argument. Who is the best player? That debate always existed. Who is the best player in basketball? MJ dominated to the point that no one would ever question that. There was no debate. There was no argument about who is the best. You just knew Michael Jordan was up here and everybody else was here. And that's just what it was. Nobody argued that. And that's the difference in Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Yes, LeBron James, he is respected by some. He's respected. But people feared Michael Jordan because of who they are, different mentality. Michael Jordan is a killer. His mentality was, I'm going to destroy you. I'm trying to take you out. I'm trying to eliminate you. LeBron James want to be friends with everybody. He's more buddy-buddy with everybody, even his rivals. So, they're just different players, different personalities, and that's just what it is, man. When MJ step on the court, you are not friends. I don't care if you and MJ is cool off the court. When you get on that basketball court, we are enemies. The same with Kobe Bryant. With LeBron James, he doesn't have that killer instinct or mindset. He's cool with everybody. He's laughing it up with everybody when you shouldn't be. There are times for that. There are times when you got to be like, yo, right now we're not friends. We're not boys. Right at this moment, you're my enemy. LeBron doesn't have that in him. So they're different players, man. Different mindsets. MJ trying to destroy you, annihilate you. He's trying to take you out. From mindset to game, everything. I mean, yes, a lot of people will pick LeBron as the GOAT, but understandably, that's who they grew up on. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of younger folks, most people 30 years old and under, they grew up on LeBron James. When LeBron was in his peak of his prime, they were young. They were in their early 20s and they were teens, or they just came in the world basically. So yes, all these people know is LeBron James. You only know what you see. Yes, they might see videos of Michael Jordan doing his thing, but if you never got the eye test, you never saw Jordan play, like actually saw him play live, you wouldn't understand how great this man was. You know he's great, but you can't fully understand because you don't have the eye test. The eye test is important. Beyond looking at stats and metrics and all that, you need to see the player. You need to see the player to actually, know like, okay, in the moment, not like later on watching clips, but in the moment of seeing him live play, for you to really understand how great this man was. So yes, LeBron is going to get the nod most time from, his peers, his contemporaries. younger players, younger fans, they're going to give him the nod because that's who they saw. That's who they grew up on. Same thing with Kobe. Kobe might get the nods from a lot of people who watched Kobe play through his career because that's who they came up on. So it's just normal for you to go with the person that you came up on. LeBron is their MJ, basically. So a lot of people is going to give him the nod. But for people who saw Michael Jordan and LeBron, for the masses, it's no question who the best player is, was, and forever will be. It's no question, like if you saw both of them. So yeah, I agree with Stephen A, man. There's always that question of who's the best player. LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. That always existed. As far as Michael Jordan, he was unequivocally the best player, period, in the entire sport. So you had no debates. You had no one to compare him to. Is he better than this guy? There was none of that. Once Jordan took over the NBA and started reigning, it was over. And that says a lot because a lot of players won on LeBron's watch. Multiple players won championship on LeBron's watch. Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Tim Duncan. So many players won championships on LeBron's watch. That is crazy. Who won on Michael Jordan's watch? Nobody. When Jordan was active and playing before he retired, nobody won on his watch. When he came back, nobody won on his watch. Those 2 rings Akeem got, and he should thank Michael Jordan for those. And Akeem was great, but if Michael Jordan didn't retire, it would have possibly been 8-0. Possibly 8-0. Nobody ate on Jordan's watch, and that's the difference. Everybody ate on LeBron's watch, and there's always a question of who is the best player when it comes to LeBron. You never had that with Michael Jordan. The man is the gold standard, and that's that. As always, man, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy. It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.